Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at SODO Build 10. This is a complete set. It will give you 4 figures when you are all done. You can see the 2 you get here for Evil. Over here we have Kirin Cyclone. Over here we have Kujira Jet. And then Hazard Form of Hawk Gatling. I believe this one also comes with pieces for Kaizokuresha. So you can change out the faceplates. Also, I believe Evil has pieces for the Rabbit and Dragon forms, as you can see here on the box. So if we go ahead and open up this box, I'll take out the individual boxes so we can take a look. So first up we have the 2 for Evolt. Now I'm not sure, the Rabbit and Dragon pieces might not actually, well, this one looks like Rabbit. Well, we'll take a look when we get inside, but here are the first 2 for Evolt. Next up we have 3 and 4 for Kujira Jet, and also comes with the wings for Hawk Gatling Hazard Form. I really like this one. I always thought this was kind of cool. There's the giant whale head and the wings for the jet. So this one should be pretty cool. Next up we have Kirin Cyclone. And these are also fun because these are forms that never got into the Bottle Change Rider series. So it's kind of fun to have some form of them. And then last but certainly not least, we have another Hazard body with Hawk Gatling and Kaizokuresha. I always love these because you don't have to put many stickers on them because they're just solid black. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and get these assembled and stickered up, which will be quite the endeavor, but these guys do have quite a bit of stickers. So let me go ahead and get that done, and then we'll take a look at them. Alright, so here are the 4 figures fully stickered up and assembled. You have Evolt, you have Kujira Jet, Kirin Cyclone, and then Hazard Form of Taka Gatling. So we'll start on the left. Evolt looks fantastic, in my opinion. They really did a great job with this guy. He has a decent amount of stickers, but I really do think they did a great job. All of the calves are completely covered in stickers, but I think it actually works very well. It's kind of hard to tell after a while. It really just kind of looks like it's painted that way. The gold here is stickers, down here is stickers. Obviously the driver, pretty much everything except this actual like dish piece is painted, but all of this is stickers here in the front. Head has a decent amount of stickers. All the blue here is sticker, but actually it applied well and it stays on. It looks pretty great. So I'm happy. I really like this. The colors on this guy are just so fun. I love this color scheme. I think it looks really good. Articulation wise, very standard for these. Heads on a ball joint. You have the typical shoulder joint with the shoulder pads on like a hinge at the top of the shoulder. You have a bicep swivel. You have 90 degrees in the elbow. You have a waist swivel. You have the hip that goes front and side, kind of on a ball joint there. Thigh swivel over 90 degrees in the knee, and then you have a ball joint for the ankle. But he looks fantastic. Really like this. Now, obviously, this is the Cobra Form. What you can do is go ahead and pop off the shoulder pads, and then unplug the face, which I like to just pop the head off to do it because I just think it's easier. But it's just weird to get a firm grasp on it, honestly. As you can see, I'm having difficulty with it right now. Oh, you know what? This one doesn't come apart. Haha, that's the problem. He comes with a completely separate head. You'll see why I had this problem in a minute, though. So this head just goes on, and you can see this is the rabbit head. And then he comes with these other shoulder pads. Now, the 2 for Evolt come with the rabbit head and these shoulder pads. But the dragon pieces, he has a set of dragon shoulder pads and a dragon face, and that comes with the Cyclone half of Kirin Cyclone. So as long as you get the whole set, you'll get both parts. but if you buy just the Evolt pieces, you won't get the dragon parts. But anyway, here's the configuration for Rabbit Rabbit. Pretty cool. Now, if you take this head off, this one actually does come apart. This is why I was getting confused. So you can see how this plugs in to those two pieces there. So you set this off to the side, and you take the dragon piece, and you plug that into the head, and then you put the head back on. So just to clarify, this is one solid piece. Do not try to pull this apart, as I have just demonstrated for you. So then you go ahead and pop off these shoulder pads. And then you have these other shoulder pads. I really appreciate how there's room on the base here for Evolt to store all this stuff. There's 2 sets of shoulder pads, and then you have various ports around the side where you can plug in the head pieces. So you can store all of it right here on his stand, which I think is really, really cool. Because I would lose this stuff otherwise. It's tiny, and if you don't have a good place to keep it, to store it, very easy to lose. So if we go ahead and pop all this on here, and then here you go. Here is the dragon form. So pretty cool. There's actually both eyes are a sticker, and then this crest is a sticker as well, and then all the gold on the shoulder pad is stickers. So the rabbit side has really boring shoulder pads, but the head has some pretty cool stickers there. And while I do think this is very cool, and I appreciate the fact that they give you all 3 as an option, because obviously he had all these different forms on the show. Now I know what you're saying, what about the black hole form? I believe the black hole form is part of another set. So we will eventually see the black hole as its own separate SODO figure. So I'll plug all this back in. But I'm going to put all this to the side, because I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of think that this is the coolest form. I kind of really like the Cobra form. I think the shoulder pads are the coolest. There we go. I'm putting this on wrong. So that's what the back of the shoulder pads look like. Obviously, it's more ornate stickering here on the front. But yeah, I kind of like the Cobra form the best. I think the shoulder pads are cool. I like the head. And like I said, just a really great color scheme altogether. I just love this kind of maroon with the dark blue and the gold. It just all really works. And then you just take your stand, and you just go ahead and you clip all this stuff right back on here. It's a little difficult for some reason to get it on the stand. I don't really know why. For some reason, I just feel like it goes on the shoulders much easier, and I don't know why. There we go. I don't know why I have such difficulty with this, but it can be done. You can just get these back on here. There we go. And then for some reason the rabbit ones I always find go on easier. And of course, now that I've said that, there we go. So yeah, I apologize if this is taking quite some time. So this part here is where I go ahead and plug in the face. That plugs in there, and then you can plug in the head on this part down here. Now the only problem with that is because of the kind of this piece here for the dragon, it makes it a little difficult for him to peg in, because his butt will hit the flap there. So you kind of have to angle it, but it can be done. So there you go. That is Evolt in all his forms. I think it's really amazing that they included all 3. Love the color scheme. It is a decent amount of stickers, but I feel like they actually apply fairly nicely, and they stay attached, which is really nice. Next up, we have Kujira Jet, which I really like. This is one of my favorites. One, I love the color scheme. I love the giant whale head on this shoulder pad. You can kind of see the molded in jet kind of flying in this area here. Kind of molded in, looks neat. Whale for that eye, jet for that eye. And then the stickers on the legs are pretty standard. He also comes with little jet wings, which you can unpeg They just peg very simply. You can see right there, just peg in the back. But he's got all the same standard articulation. But I really like this form. I love the color scheme, and really that whale face for the shoulder pad is my absolute favorite part. But very, very cool. Next up, we have Kirin Cyclone. This is another one that I really like the color scheme. I love the giant giraffe head here as a weapon. And they have you put this sticker here on this part of the crest, which I bet if I didn't point it out, you wouldn't even know, because it really blends in. Now, there's a little bit of brown they have you put on here and here as well, and you can kind of see that. But again, it doesn't really show up all that much, so if you felt like leaving it off, you probably could. This is all one big sticker, too. This one's a little difficult to make sure it kind of like, you put it on and then you have to like fold it in the exact right spot, so a little difficult to get that. But that moves up and down, so it doesn't hinder articulation at all. And you can unpeg this if you want. It's just a peg in a peg hole on the wrist. So very simple there. All the leg articulation is the same. You have the cool fan built into the arm there. I like that quite a bit. And I love the giraffe and the fan. So I really, really like this form. Again, love the color scheme. Love the detailing. Not that bad for stickers. It's mostly the legs, as most of these forms are. But the shoulder sticker can be a little tricky, so just be careful with that. But all the blue here is painted. This is all painted, which is really nice. So very, very cool. And then last, but certainly not least, we have Taka Gatling Hazard Form. So we had a Hazard Form previously, because he did, by the end of the show, have a couple different bottles that he used with the Hazard. Previously we had Rabbit Tank, obviously, and then we had Smarfo Wolf. This time we have Taka Gatling. Now, they want you to put black stickers on the legs. I'm not doing that. When I did the first Hazard Form for Rabbit Tank, I think I put the stickers on one leg, and then I looked at the two legs, and I could not tell the difference. It does not make sense to put black stickers on these black molded figures. If you want to do it, knock yourself out. I just did the sticker here for the driver, and the one sticker here for the eye. Now, the Gatling side is painted, but the Taka part is a sticker. I kind of wish whatever they chose, they did the same, because one painted and one sticker looks weird. And I gotta be honest, given the fact that this whole figure is basically black, I don't know why they couldn't have painted that. It would have been one thing. I mean, whatever. But they painted one and didn't paint the other. It's not a big deal. They're just a little jarring next to each other. I would have liked them either both painted or both stickers, just for uniformity. But the wings on the back are great. They are painted, or they might even just be solid molded pieces. No, they're painted because the stub there is still black. They did a great job with these. Nice kind of metallic orange paint. Both wings painted completely. Look great. Nice and big. I couldn't be happier with them. Now this whole piece is just pegged into the back. And he does come with, and I'm going to pop the head off again to make it easier. You can pop these out. He does come with an extra set. And you can peg this one in, and then this one in. And what am I doing? There we go. And then you have Kujira Jet. And these are both stickers, so this one looks a little better in my opinion. Plus, I love the color scheme for Kujira Jet. It's just such a fun color scheme. So that's the cool thing about it, because it's a fairly basic set as far as it's all molded in black. They give you an extra face set. And I think that was most of the forms he did. He might have done one or two others in the Hazard form, but I think Rabbit Tank, Kujira Jet, Hawk Gatling, and Smarfo Wolf were kind of the main four that he did. So that should mostly complete your collection there. But I'm going to put Taka Gatling back on. Even though I love the color scheme for Kujira Jet, I do love the giant painted wings for Taka Gatling, so I will most likely display it as Taka Gatling. Now, if you're really crazy, you could buy another set of these. Corey, I'm talking to you if you're watching. And then you could display both forms at the same time. but you would have to buy another set because it's the same way the others are broken up, where you get the top half and a leg and then the other parts. So you'd have to buy 2 more sets, and then just you'd have extra pieces left over. But you could, if you wanted to display both, you certainly could. But I love those wings. Very, very cool. So that is it for SODO Build 10. I know it's been a long time coming, but I finally got a chance to sticker these up, put them together, and take a look. And again, SODO doesn't usually disappoint. I think they did a great job. The articulation is fantastic. The paint that you do get is very nice. The stickers do take a while to apply, but they do look good when they're done. So it's really just up to you how much you want to put into it. I understand some people don't really like the stickers, and I have to admit I am really starting to get tired of the stickers. And for the most part, I think I'm staying out of SODO for Geo. I'll probably get a set or 2 here and there, just that have some forms that I really like that are probably not going to show up in the RKF line, which is a bummer. I wish the RKF line would do all the forms, but I get it. Just not really possible sales-wise, but I would love it if they would. But for the few designs like Drive and Fies and a couple others that I really like but probably won't get RKF, I'll probably buy those SODO sets. But for the most part, I'm kind of winding down just because they take a while for me to get to them and put the stickers on, and it's just kind of a time constraint. But hey, if you have the time and you love the figures, they are great figures. They look good once all the stickers are applied. So for that, I do recommend them, but definitely something you need the time to put the love into them. Otherwise, they're just going to sit in a box in your house, which is what's happening to me. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.